Hello guys, welcome back to another part of Android tutorial. In today's episode we are going to learn about how to manage the fragment transaction in Android. So in the previous part we just created a project that contained two fragments. So I just open up that project. So here on the main activity of this project there is a button is present. So when I click this button it will open up the first fragment. So now I just click the back button. You can see that now the application will exit. That means there is no we are not tracking the transaction, we are not managing the transaction between the main activity and the first fragment. So you can easily manage or you can easily track the transaction of fragments using the transaction backstack method. So now I am going to track the transaction between the main activity and first fragment, and between the first fragment and the second fragment. So here is the transaction in this statement. Actually here in this statement the transaction is take place and add the first fragment into the main activity, and we commit that. Before committing the transaction we can add the transaction object into the backstack method for for managing the transaction in Android, for tracking the transaction in Android. So here I'm going to add the transaction into the backstack method. So add to backstack method. uh, I pass null as argument. Okay, now we just track the transaction between the main activity and first fragment. So now we are going to track the transaction between the first activity and first fragment and second fragment. So go to the first fragment, fragment 1, and here is the second transaction take place. So now here also I'm going to add the transaction into the backstack method. Add to backstack, provide null. Okay, now I'm going to run the project. Now you can easily track the transaction. That means user can move it to the previous transaction by clicking the back button of that application. So run the project now. Okay, now now the project is launched. So now I click the button and click back button. Now you can see that now the project is not exist, and now the project is not exit, and we can easily move it to the previous fragment transaction by just clicking the back button. Now go to the second transaction, second fragment. Now also I am able to move it to the previous fragment transaction by clicking the back button of that activity. Guys, this is how we manage the fragment transaction in Android. Thank you for watching. See you in the next part of this tutorial.